Mama said you can have some treats. Oh, wait. Let's share this link with her first. Sorry if you're watching, I gotta send a link to Vienna's owner. Okay. Come here, Nina. Ooh, do you know that sound? Is that the sound of treats? Vienna's mom said that she can have some treats, so let's see if she will take them. She's a little bit anxious. Sometimes when the dogs are anxious, they won't take treats, but let's see if she will. Yeah. What's this? No. Okay, will you hop up? Good girl. That's a good girl. What about now? Watch it. Yeah. So it looks like at least at this point, she's a little too anxious. She won't take any treats. Let's see maybe if I throw it to her. Yeah, what's this? Can you catch? Ready? Ready? I don't know if she'll do it. I don't want to just throw a treat at her. So we'll try again after her bath. Sometimes once I've worked with them for a minute, we have a little bit more trust, and then they'll take a treat from me. So Vienna is just going to get a bath brush and a trim up. So before the bath, we're going to shave the pads of her feet, shave her Sammy, and then cut her nails, and then we'll go back and give her a bath. We'll go and lift this table up while I do it. Sip on a little bit of coffee. Okay. We'll go ahead and start with her pads first. Can you see your foot? Thank you. Sweet girl lifted her foot right up for me. Good job, Vienna. Okay. I know. It's important to remember that the dogs don't consent to this process. And so it's important that I ask for her permission and try to get her cooperation versus just forcing her to do anything. Okay. Now, she was asking me to put her foot down, but I don't want to release her foot when she's in the middle of pulling, because then she might get the notion that if she just pulls her foot out, that's how she gets free. So what I want to do is wait for her to be calm and in this good calm mindset, and that's when I want to let go. And that letting go is a reward. So I want to reward her as much as I can when she's holding still, but I don't necessarily need to correct her tugging. I just want to kind of hang on to her foot and not give her the reward. Reward-based training is much more effective. The only time that you really need to apply real corrections is when there's aggression happening. And even then, the goal is to just stop everything and get everything to calm down. So like you don't really do too much correcting. The correcting forces that I use are pretty much just like taking control. Like right now I have control of her foot. So you might see that as a little bit of a correction. I see it more as an ask. I'm asking, hey, can I lift your foot up? And she's saying, yeah, that's okay. And then she's like, oh wait, but I don't really want you to do it. Can I have it back? And I just gently hold on to it. And that's me asking if I can keep holding on to it. And she's saying, yeah, that's fine. And she stops pulling. She's doing really good. Sweet baby girl. Okay, let's check her bum. She has some hair. Dingleberries might get caught on, so I'll just go ahead and try to shave that off. But she doesn't have much. Let's just double check I got all of our pads. Looks like we're good. Okay. I'll also double check her Sammy. See if she has any staining. She really didn't have much. I just cut the hairs that were right on her vulva. That way pee doesn't collect there. But now we're going to go ahead and cut her nails. And bring her up a little bit higher. Start with this back foot since it's right here. I am keeping a close eye. She's standing near the edge. If she gets any closer, I'll have to move her back to the center. But she seems to just be okay hanging out right where she's at. She's not leaning over the edge or anything like that, so I'm okay with it. Good girl. She's being super patient. Only doing a teeny bit of resisting. Her nails are pretty well worn down. They're not super long. I'm able to take a little off of the edge, but they're by no means overgrown. Girl. Good job, baby. Yes. Yes. You are beautiful. She has like this beautiful black eyeliner. So pretty. She's got a dew claw on this front foot. Make sure to cut that. And her front nails are about the same length as her back nails, which means that she's most likely getting good, even wear, lots of walks. That or maybe her owners are cutting her nails at home. I got you. Hang on. Hang on, I know. Alright. One more foot. Go ahead and double check. Our back feet do not have any dew claws. It's okay. Hang on, Dan. I know, baby. I know. And the dogs, they don't consent to this, so I'm just going to try to be as cordial and polite with her as I can while I'm asking her to do a lot of things that she doesn't want to do necessarily. And she's being just a sweetheart for this. I know, baby. I know. It's okay. I got you. I got you. No, hang on. Stand up. Good. Good. Two more nails. Good job, baby girl. Good. All done. Yes. Yes, you did it. Let's see if she'll take a treat now. Yeah, good girl. No? No treats? Okay. We tried. Alright, stay here. Okay, so we're all done with the roughing that we're going to do. I'm just going to double check if she has any tangles that need to be brushed out. Armpits are good. Back featherings are good. Tail feels good. Yeah. No mats. Okay. Go ahead and drop this down. I'm going to put her down. We'll get the bathing camera on, and then I'll switch back there, and then we'll get started with her bath. So give me just a moment while I do that. Let's go. Good job. Wait. Okay. Alright, let's see if she'll jump up in the tub for me. Sorry for the mess back here. First two dogs that I did were shedding breeds, so, and we've got another one, so there'll be even more mess. But get up, come on, up. No, oh, hang, it's okay. That's okay, baby girl. I know. Up. So she's just a little nervous. We'll just pick her up. Good job. Yeah, it's okay. Now, as I do this bathing process, I'm going to start by warming up the water, and then I will wash her body with the D-Shed shampoo, and then we'll go over it again with the D-Shed conditioner. Once that's done, I'll turn the soap off, and we'll lower the water pressure, and I'll rinse off her face and then wash it by hand. Let's go ahead and warm up the water. Okay. Go ahead and put it on the D-Shed shampoo. Activate the shampoo. And we'll get going. I know. That's okay, baby. I got you. body's all washed off, go ahead and apply the conditioner. Now we're going to leave that shampoo and conditioner on there, and that's going to work its magic to help just get as much of the shedding off as we can. But I'm going to go ahead and rinse her face. I'm going to try to avoid getting water in her ears, her mouth, and her nose, but the pressure is going to be really low, so it's okay if it gets in her eyes, and we're actually going to make sure it does get in her eyes after we wash, to rinse off any soap that might have gotten in there, although I will do my best to avoid it happening. Okay, baby, let's do your face. First, I'm going to clear the line. Now we turn it down. I know. I know. Oh, it's okay. I got you. I got you, baby girl. Yeah. Come here. Come on, I know. I know. It's okay. I got you. Wait. Stay here. Stay. Stay, Hannah. Now, a common thing with these breeds is that their hair is actually very hydrophobic. And maybe not hydrophobic, it might not be the right word, but it sheds the water really quickly. So you can't wait too long when you're adding the soap, or else the hair will actually be dry, and then you'll need to add more water in order for the soap to lather up properly. I'm just going to wash her all over. A little bit more on her forehead. There we go. Yes. Now we get to give the puppy a nice little facial. Yeah. Little face massage. Oh yes. Come here. Come here, baby. It's okay. Come. Good. Yes, it's okay. you're so cute. Okay, now we're going to rinse her face, and I'm going to particularly rinse her eyes just in case some soap did get in there. And I'm going to try to avoid getting any water in her ears, her nose, and her mouth. Wait. Good. Wait. Make sure I rinse out her eyes really good. With very soft, low water pressure. We'll hold her ears down. Try not to get any water in there. And while I'm rinsing her ears, if she all of a sudden wants to shake her head really bad, there's a chance that I might have gotten water down in her ear. I'm going to let her shake that out if she wants to when I'm rinsing her ears itself. That's a really good indicator that you probably got a little bit of water down in there. Try to keep her head in the tub so I don't get too much water outside of the tub. Rinse out underneath her ears. Doing great. Doesn't love this. She's moving around a little bit, telling me like, hey, I don't really want to do that, and I'm just kind of trying to work with her. Let her move around as much as she needs to, but try to ask her to hold still for certain parts. See if I can get you in here. Get your ear rinsed off. Hold still. Hold still. Good. There we go. Okay, now I'm going to make sure I get under the leash really well. It's a common spot that soap gets missed. Let her shake. If you're ever bathing your dog at home, or if your dog comes home from the groomer and their neck is itching, there's a chance that there might be soap left on it from underneath the leash. So if your dog's ever itching a lot after a bath or after coming home from the groomer, I recommend rinsing off their neck really good. See if that gets the soap rinsed off and stops them from itching. If not, then it's some other problem. she's all rinsed off now. The last step of the bath is going to be to try to squeegee out as much of the hair, as much of the water as I can. And as I'm doing this, I'm checking for any really slippery spots, for any shampoo or conditioner that's left in her fur. If I feel something, I'll just look at my hand, see if there's any bubbles. And this is just one more quality check that I like to do to make sure I don't leave any soap or conditioner on the dog's body. What do you want to shake? Shake. Shake. Good girl. Good shake. Yep, she's good. Okay, go ahead and grab this towel. Bring this tail down a little bit. Towel dry her off. Take her over to that drying table. And after we finish towel drying her, we'll get to blow drying. Okay, come up. Oh, good girl. Yeah, good girl. She carried really well. She wasn't squirming or flailing her legs and her body trying to escape. And she's light too. Yes, that was pleasant. That was pleasant. She's really fluffy, so she looks like she might be a little heavy, but she's not too heavy. I guess close to like 50 pounds. Okay, let me get her neck toweled off as best as I can, and we'll put the leash on her. She's leaning really hard. Wants to go to the front of the shop. Get off this table. You gotta wait. You gotta wait. Hang on. Let's put the leash on. Let's put the leash on. Good girl. Good girl. Okay. Now we'll finish toweling her off. May need to grab a second towel. We'll see if this towel is completely soaked all the way, then we'll grab another one. But if we've still got a dry spot or two on this towel and we're done, then we'll be good and we won't need to use another one. What? What? This drying should just take one more minute. Squeeze out all the excess water that I can. If you were watching earlier and you listened, you heard me talk about how this type of breed, how their fur sheds the water really well. It's really convenient for this step of the process because the water doesn't hang on to the fur doesn't hang on to the water. So they come, the towel drying goes a lot faster. Good job, good girl. Let's see. Looks like this towel's pretty wet. Dry spots. Go ahead. You want to shake? Shake. Oh, can't do it with the leash on. I'm sorry, good girl. I'm sorry. Okay, for this next step of drying, I'm going to try to use both of the blow dryers. Where she's a little anxious, she might need a little bit more reassurance. A hand on her kind of help keep her, if she's spinning around. If she's spinning around and trying to get off the table, I'll turn one of the dryers off. But otherwise, I'm going to try to use both to power through getting her all dry. The drying is going to take anywhere from like 20 to 35 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and put in, it's going to get loud for just 1 second. If your volume's up, turn it down for just a second. Get the hair off my fingers so I can put my earbuds in. These earbuds help give me a little bit of hearing protection Also nice for some music when you're working on drying the dog for a long time. It's nice to have a little music. I forgot to text my customer. So if I have to stop for a moment and put Vienna down, it's just so I can check out my customer. So I'll mute the volume for a second. If that does happen, I'll put her down in the drying kennel for a moment. But let's go ahead and get her some earplugs as well. I know, baby. So at some point, I'll turn the one dryer off, and I'll finish her tail, her feet, a couple areas with the single high-powered blow dryer. And then once her body's completely done, I'll turn this to about half speed or half power, and we'll finish her face. So I'm going to start slow with the dryers off of her body, and then we'll slowly work up and see how she reacts to it. So far, so happy with how she finished. I didn't think she was going to let me do her face like that. I'm so impressed with her, so proud of her. Yes, you did great, good girl. Okay, we're going to get back up front. I'll get you on those front cameras, and then we will brush her out and do some trimming. All right, see you up front. Hang on, let me let you down. Let me let you down. Let's go. Hi, Bubs. Man, that was awesome. If you were watching throughout that process, there's a few things that I wanted to point out. Her barking was kind of her protesting. She's saying she doesn't want this and she wants it to stop. A couple times she started barking right in my face. Now, I'm not going to stop her from, you can't stop a dog from barking and protesting in that way very well without doing some really intense corrections, which I don't like. So I wasn't going to try to stop that, but when she was barking right in my face, they can escalate from that protest and demand me to stop. And if I were to allow her to bark in my face and she were to escalate, then it might end up being a snap right in my face, which I want to avoid. So I would turn her face away from me when she was barking. You'll know that the dog is escalating by their being more reactive, trying to spin around, jump, barking even more, barking with a head turn really quickly towards your body. That's a warning that that they might bite you. Those sorts of things. She wasn't doing any of that. So I wasn't too worried with her protesting and barking like that. I just didn't want her to bark in my face. That was pretty much the only thing that I didn't want her to do. And then, I don't know if you guys watched it, but man, she just had like a 180 turnaround. All of a sudden, she was letting me dry her entire face, wasn't barking, wasn't pulling, and I was so impressed. I was able to get her trust and gain her cooperation and get her to work with me like that. So I was really pleased with that. So without any further ado, let's see if she'll take a treat. Come up. Yeah. Up. Come on. Yeah. Come here, baby. Come here. Aw. What about a treat? You want a treat? Sit. Girl. Oh, she licked it, but she does not want it. Come here, baby. Okay, come on. Up. Good girl. Yes, good girl. Want a treat? No, not interested in these treats. Well, give it our best shot. Really typical for anxious dogs to not take any food or water when they're in an environment that they're not comfortable with. Especially with all the things that I ask the dogs to do in this grooming shop, cutting their nails, that bathing, blow drying. It's a lot. Where she's already a little bit more of an anxious girl, it makes sense. Okay, we're going to use a detangling, conditioning, or leave-in conditioner. We're going to spray this all over her body. Try not to get any in her ears or on her eyes or her nose. Hang on. Man, she has the fluffiest tail. I'm curious if her tail were to stick up, if her hackles were to raise. It's really, really visible in like wolves. When their hackles raise, their mane will raise, up along their spine will raise, and as well as their tail, it will stick out. They have some really strong ability to move those hairs And man, it would just be amazing if this big tail could poop up. I think that'd be awesome. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and brush in this conditioner. Brushing through with this might get a little bit more shedding. She wasn't shedding too bad, but a little bit. Mostly I'm trying to brush that leave-in conditioner throughout the coat so that it is around each of the hairs. That will help condition all the hairs, prevent them from getting dirty as quickly, prevent them from tangling as much as well. Hang on. She had just a little bit of tangling at the end of her tail right there. She wasn't liking it being brushed. I was probably pulling on her just a little bit, so she started crying, whining just a little. The dogs talk to us if we know how to listen. Tell us when they want something, tell us when they don't want something, tell us when they're scared, tell us when they're happy. It's particularly important to be able to read and listen to that body language, the ways that they do talk. Obviously, it's not in words, but where they do have some vocal warnings. Their whine, their growl, their bark, those all say different things, but most of the communication is done through their body language. The position of their ears, their tail, are they cowering, are they standing up tall? All of these things show a different energy, or if they're confident or if they're anxious. They're expressing how the dog is feeling. Are they giving you eye contact? Are they avoiding you? Everything says something different. And when you're asking dogs to work with you, it will show little signs, and if you don't know how to read it, you won't know that the dog's upset, and all of a sudden you're getting bit, or the dog is freaking out because you didn't see any of the escalation. You didn't listen to them telling you to stop and help them calm back down. It's a dance, talking and getting the dogs to work with you. You can't do it by yourself. You can't force them through it. You have to ask for their permission. You have to get them to cooperate with you. She's being so sweet right now. Okay. Just gonna double check how much trimming we're doing. Just a normal trim up. So we're not going to take off too much. We're going to clean up her feet, belly, a little bit on her tail, just a little bit on her ears. I might have a couple interruptions if you're watching the stream. I've got one customer dropping off in about 10 minutes, and the previous customer should be picking up soon as well. So there's probably going to be a couple interruptions. If I mute the mic, you can't hear anything. That's why. So I'm checking out the customer or checking in the next one. So for feet, I trim all the hairs. I brush all the hairs down below the pads, and I trim anything that comes past it. I wish she has no hair covering her paw pads. Gives her better grip, better sensation of the ground. And then we come to the top of the foot, we back brush, and we trim it around. We round the top and the side of the foot. Foot came together quite nicely. Same thing on this one. Back brush and then just round the outside and the top of the foot. Now, the back of the leg, the hair grows longer. We trim up from the ankle down to the pad of the foot. We blend it in so that the side of the foot is the same length as the back of the foot, or the back of the leg. Side of the leg to the back of the leg. Okay, looks like my next customer, I think that's her. So I'll probably be muting the mics in just a moment. Keep working until she comes in though. Let me see. So she might be waiting outside. She's just a tad early. And the bottom of the foot's all trimmed up, and we'll round the top and the sides of the foot. Okay. And now we do the same thing that we did on the back leg. from the ankle to the bottom of the, or to the pad. We trim all those hairs on the back to be matching the same length as the front of the sides, which is pretty short. And we blend in from this little ankle pad, and we do a fan shape, asymmetrical, fuller at the top, shorter down at the bottom. Okay, looking pretty good. Now I'm going to see if there's anything on her chest. Looks like there's really not much, but there is a little bit on her belly. We'll trim out these hairs on her belly. I'll lift up this leg and I'll blend where her chest is short, and I'll just blend these together so they're about the same length. Work my way all the way back. Okay. Looks like my next one's here. So give me just one moment. I'll be right back. Okay, we've got Romeo checked in. Let's see, where were we? We're trimming her belly. So now I'll trim the other side. I'll do the same thing. I'll lift this leg up so that I can see where it connects to the chest. Blend it nicely. And then just trim it all the way back. Now we just gotta trim Her back legs, a little bit on the inside, not too much. Just get the inside of this one while I'm at it. Okay. Okay, so we're gonna grab my comb. Hair's really long back here. I'm gonna start by combing all of the hair across towards the other butt cheek. Anything that comes past the middle gets trimmed. Now I'll do the same thing going out. Anything that is sticking out really far will get blended in. And we're just creating a nice round butt cheeks shape. And we call this the butt feathers, the feathering on the back end. See? I'm cleaning up just around her bum, making sure to trim any of the hairs that might grow out and get in the way of her poop. Okay, that side looks really good. Come here, baby. Stay in the middle. No, up. Good. No. She keeps wanting to sit down every time I pet the outside of her legs. I'm not going to do that this time. Hold this tail up. We'll do the same thing. We'll start by combing it across. We'll comb it out. Alright, lift your tail up. Okay. Now I'm going to comb everything on each side of her tail down. And then just do a very light trim along the edge. Now she has a beautiful tail. Not too often you see a big fluffy tail like this. Just going to take off a little bit on the edge. Creating the same fan shape that we did on the front leg, but much bigger. Shorter at the end of the tail, big towards the base, and then it blends back in. Or I guess bigger in the middle, but closer towards the base, and then it blends back in. Up. Almost there. Alright. Now we'll just check around her ears and her neck. See if there's anything there. I'll lower the table a little bit. Try to do it slowly. Alright. Sometimes the table it's hard to lower slowly. It's got a very small point at which it will start dropping. I have to get it just right. She's got some really soft hairs right in the middle of the back of her ear that are like a different color. Just trimming those, blending in right next to it. Okay. Okay, beautiful. I think you're all done. Let's see. I need to take the leash off. I'm gonna hopefully keep a hand on her, not have her jump off the table. Do a very, very light trim. Okay. Wait. Okay. Let's clean out her ears. Cotton balls are both pretty dang clean. Almost nothing in there. We'll reuse them. Put some ear cleaner on it. Switch out the extra. Wipe down the inside of her ears. Make sure to get all the cracks, crevices, and folds. Her ears are really clean. Yep, almost nothing. Teeny bit more on this side, but really clean ears. It's pretty common with dogs with ears that stand up. They're much less prone to ear infections and ear problems. Okay, beautiful. Let's get a picture of you. Yes, you're so cute. Can you sit? Good girl. Cute. Oh my gosh, you're adorable. Okay, that finishes the stream for Vienna. I hope you have enjoyed. Hope you learned something. If you're wanting to groom your dog at home, or if you're a groomer. If you want to watch the next dog, it's a golden doodle. His name's Romeo. And if you do want to watch that, you can just hang out on the stream. I will be ending this one, but it should kick you over into that next event. So yeah, thanks for watching.